The overhead lighting shines down on the set. The live audience watches with anticipation as the late-night TV host introduces their special guest. And today we are joined by the legendary tycoon, Dante Lark. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Lark, the host says with a smile. The camera pans over to Dante. He is sitting in a large, comfortable chair next to the host's desk. He wears a silvery gray suit with a dress shirt that is open at the top, showing part of his chest. On his lapel, he wears a golden pin in the shape of an ornate letter C. I am happy to be here, Dan, and please, call me Dante. The host looks through some of his notes quickly and turns to face Dante. Now, Dante, you have changed the world so much in these past 6 years. You have built a rising tech company from the ground up, and then proceeded to absorb your competition. The Sliff Company, the Devon Corporation, to name the biggest companies. The Chimera Corporation has become the leaders in all, well, everything. Tech, architecture, farming, transportation, even Pokeballs. We even bought out and absorbed the Aether Foundation. And all this only at the age of 28. How does it feel to be the most powerful man in the world? Dante looks back and ponders that question. It's wonderful, actually. It's not about the power. I love being able to help people and Pokemon of the world. The research my scientists have done has saved countless of endangered Pokemon species and even discovered new variants of already existing ones. Dan nods. Yes, I remember well when you made the announcement of the deep-sea variant of Gyarados. You had water trainers flock into the oceans and hoped to catch one. I remember that well. My wife was one of those trainers, Dante says, laughing at the thought. Dan, the host of the show, laughs along with Dante and then turns back to his notes and his face turns serious. So, I've heard, as has the whole world, you are going to be doing research into ultraspace. What are you planning, Dante? Dan asks, his voice careful as if he is treading on thin ice. Dante's face turns cold very quickly, almost as if a switch was turned on inside him. Ultraspace, he starts. The home of the Pokemon-like creatures we call Ultra Beasts. Their world is filled with untapped potential. We, the human race, we have taken everything from this planet. We have already milked most of the crude oil deposits dry, and now some of my rivals are searching the oceans for what oil is left. Ultraspace is ripe with raw energy, energy that we could use. The passion in Dante's voice is audible. He doesn't let Dan speak and continues with fervor. I want to harvest the energy that radiates in ultraspace. I can end our current energy crisis that we are plagued with. Imagine it. Free, unlimited energy for everyone. The host nods. The promise to end that crisis is almost too good to be true. But what about the Ultra Beasts? Everything we know about them shows they are violent creatures. The world saw that when they invaded Alola. No, Dante says sharply. Those UBs were pulled from their world by a mad woman. This is different. I can't disclose too much into this, but it will be safe, and no Ultra Beast will slip into our world. I hope you are able to pull this off, Dante. You could bring in a new era of peace to the world if you can. Dan says, his voice twisted as if he doesn't believe Dante. That's the plan, Dante says coldly. The host looks off stage at the producer who has given him the signal to wrap it up. He puts on a charming smile and turns to the audience and the camera. And unfortunately, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, Dante. I know how busy your schedule is with everything you are involved in. Dante smiles, though he doesn't want to. I was happy to take some time to come to your show, Dan. It was a pleasure. The host stands and Dante follows suit. They shake hands and both look into the camera. Dante Lark, everyone, CEO and founder of the Chimera Corporation. The applause sign off to the side of the set, out of view of the camera, lights up telling the audience to clap. They all, of course, do. Dante looks out at the crowd. In his mind, they are all nothing but Marie, following their handler to obey. He is disgusted by this. This is the way of the human race now. They do not even think for themselves. A change needs to happen, and by God, Dante will bring that change himself. Yes, my friends, this is actually happening. The finale of Dante's story is coming. It took me 2 years to bring it to you, but you have to wait a little longer for the rest of the story. I know, I'm sorry, but this is just a tease after all, a trailer if you will. I am currently working on the art for Axiom, and once all that is finished, you will start to see the uploads. The best way to keep up to date with all this is to follow me on Twitter. You will know beforehand when this stuff goes live. But if you don't want to, my goal is to have this full story going up around November. Hopefully the first week of it. so keep your eyes open. Now, if you are new to all this and don't know what the hell is going on, or who Dante is, or who any of these characters are, I implore you, go watch the previous series so that you are caught up. You got roughly a month until it happens, so get to it. Links to the first 2 series are linked down below, as well as my Twitter. If you are excited for the return of one of the staples of this channel, please leave a like and share it with your friends. Then leave a comment, tell me what you're excited for. Become an Ember of the Phoenix today by subscribing to the channel and following me on Twitter. You won't miss a thing if you do. And with all that said, this has been Black Phoenix. Thank you all for watching.